Welcome in, everybody. Oh, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. You had a great weekend. We are already on Tuesday. Yesterday I didn't stream. As I said, I've been playing some Call of Duty with my friend Leggy. I've been streaming. Also, I am a bit on a stall on Arc Raiders. So I've been streaming that much. I did get today or yesterday the Crew Motorfest, the game. And normally I have the Crew 2. I bought the Crew 2 some months ago, and I've been playing it and streaming it occasionally. I wasn't thinking of buying the Crew Motorfest, although I had it on my wish list just in case some price pops up that I feel tempted to buy it. Never did. I think the minimum it was around 20 euros for the Crew Motorfest. I'm happy with the Crew 2. So I've been playing the Crew 2. But now it's on the PlayStation Plus subscription. So if you have one, you can play it. And I have downloaded the Crew Motorfest 2. So I might stream it later on or in a bit. This is more or less going to be a small stream. Today we had some updates. We got new news, new updates, new information about the expedition. So we are talking about this expedition that I am ready. Maybe at 3 weeks that I am ready. Oh, we got mail. Let's see what the mail says. Tension rates. Oh, now they inform you. The Gain Athena project will expire on April 27. Dang it. I was hoping that they would leave this open, that they will leave this project open so we could prepare the expedition and still get some rewards when doing this, but it seems they don't want us to do that. They are talking about this project here, so I'm gonna lose these materials that I submitted. I'm gonna lose this the rewards. Not bad, 500 Raider tokens. That's more or less 5 euros. If you buy the Raider tokens at the most expensive that you can get them, it's 5 euros that you could get, and also these materials. I was hoping they would keep this for the next season, for after the expedition, so I could finish this and have these rewards on the Fresh account, on the Fresh Raider after the expedition. But so they are saying that it will be gone. Represent Arc Raiders in the finals. Okay. Why is this still selected? I already read it. Why is not popping out? Ah, damn it. A little bug, it seems. So yeah, at least they are warning us. The weather monitor system, they didn't say nothing. The project before this one that had some rewards on it, also they just took it out with no warnings. At least this time they are giving us a warning for that. But yeah, so the news on the expedition, you can see it on my list. On the video on demand is still available on Twitch. By the way, just a side note. Now, after downloading the Crew Motorfest, I was signed out of my PlayStation, and then I was forced to accept changes on the policy of PlayStation. And one of the things that got me a bit freaked out was that they were saying you cannot utilize the content for any commercial activity. So, although Twitch doesn't give me money because I didn't sign up for the affiliate program, because I cannot receive money from Twitch. I was wondering, what about the other people that do stream through the PlayStation and do make money? Is that a commercial activity? Can they still stream through PlayStation and make money from Twitch or from YouTube? Or even if you stream for a PC, but if you are streaming your gameplay on the PlayStation, can you do it? I didn't understand what they were saying about you cannot use it on commercial activity, if that includes this. I'm not sure. I got a bit weirded out about it. Anyway, side note apart. So on the last video, Shilling in Arc Raiders 138, if you are watching this on YouTube, this will be on the playlist. It's the 138 video. I explain what is needed for this third expedition, for the third and for everyone that is doing the expedition, if it's the first, the second, or the third expedition. It's the third expedition in the game, but you might be doing the first or the second, but these rules apply to whatever expedition you are on. It is the third, so if you have done all the expeditions that the game allows so far, you will be doing the third. So on the news for this third expedition, I explained on the latest video. You can watch it if you want on YouTube or still on the VOD. It will still be on for 3 more days, I think. But making a short resume, on the first expedition they were asking after you completed the expedition, as I did here, they were asking for a total value of 5 million, as you can see there where it says on the bottom left. On the bottom left it says 5 million total value, 5 million pots, 0.677.866. So they were asking 5 million total value to get the 5 extra skill points. On the second expedition they have lowered the total value to 3 million. So to get the 5 skill points you would just need 3 million total value, so inventory value and raider coins together. If you had 3 million total value, you would get the 5 extras, the 5 skill points, and in case if it was your second expedition, which is the same case now on this third, if you have some skill points that you did not redeem on the previous expeditions, if you have points to redeem, then it will cost you 300k for each skill point. So first expedition you would have to pay 1 million coin for each skill point, 5 million total. On the second expedition on the second expedition, everybody, even the ones doing the expedition 1, would only have to commit 3 million to get the 5 skill points, so 600k each skill point. And in case of being your second expedition and you had points to claim from the first, which was my case, it would cost you 300k for each skill point. We did the second expedition and we got 7 skill points. So at this moment I'm ready to do the third expedition. I have all the points before, so I don't have extra points to redeem. But they came up and changed the requirements to get the skill points, the 5 skill points that you get for every expedition you do so far. So now the requirements are not based on the stash value, which we had, stash value and raider coins. The total value, I have 5 million, I would only need 3 million. I thought I was ready to go on the expedition. All I had to do was press the button saying, let's go! And that will be done. But some days ago, they popped up and said, no, we don't longer need money. We no longer need the stash value and coins to give you the extra skill points. Now we need you to do damage to the arc. So that's what they came up a couple of days ago. They said that obviously they had reaction from people. Most people complaining, as I did also, that is pretty stupid, that if you had 2 months to prepare for the expedition all of a sudden, and you thought you were ready, now all of a sudden they change and say, no, you are not ready. Now you have to do these extra things to get the 5 skill points. And that extra things have to be done in 5 days. So you have 5 days to do damage. Today they specifically affirm the damage is to arc and raiders, both of them. So the damage that you have to do, I thought it was just on arc, but no, it seems it counts also the damage done to other players, to other raiders. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that will increase the amount of PvP. People will have a reason to shoot at you, to make damage, to gain damage. So I'm guessing even the friendly lobbies will be less friendly than they are. It will be more PvP lobbies, and there will be most certainly a lot of people that was playing friendly that now might just shoot on sight because they want to make the damage needed for the expedition. I think that's a bad sign from Embark. It's a bad sign for the game that they have put it damage to raiders counting. It's a good thing for PvPers, makes it less easier, so it doesn't change nothing for PvPers. They just keep on doing PvP and they will get the damage to get the 5 skill points. But for the PvEers, it's gonna be a bit rough because most certainly there will be players that wouldn't do damage to you, but now they have a reason to do, and they most likely will do it if they are presented with the chance. So at least the probability of being shot when extracting with other ones is it will become again frequent. It was something that was happened before. They removed, before they had a feat, this thing here on the feats, one of these three feats was always do damage to raiders with specific ammo or something. Do this much damage with this type of ammo. Normally it would have always one of those challenges. They took that out, and I don't know if it had something to do, but it stopped. People stopped shooting at the end of the raid at each other. Bonus. Permanent rewards. Bonus. Skill points. Currency. I don't know what is this. Skill points. Says one. Says one dead. I don't know why. So people were shooting sometimes when you were inside the extraction. And after pressing the button, somebody would take a pop shot on you. Mostly because some is just for fun, just boom, boom, boom. Others was because they were making the creds, the feats, trying to get creds. It stopped, kind of stopped after they removed it. It's not common for people to shoot you after calling the extraction, after the elevator or the shaft where you are is closing. At least for me, I haven't had people shooting at me for a long time. They normally, if they are going to shoot, they shoot before you call it, so they are able to loot you. But yeah, but now that they came out with this new news, so one of the big news is this, they confirmed it, it's damage done to Ark and to players. So that's what it is. Maybe it will be a reason for us to go PvP. Why not? Instead of going kill Ark, just play a lot of games on PvP and go crazy and see how much damage. I think I don't know how much damage a raider gives. But, pardon me. I will have to see on Choke Gaming. When Choke Gaming is playing, I will try to understand how much damage it is each player, and if it's tempting enough, if it's easier. You know, I like to do easier things, and I like to cheese the games. Why is there a vertical line there, man? Why is there a vertical line on the screen? Is it on the stream also, or is it my monitor? No, it's on the stream. Well, something. They patched up, they popped up a patch. Today there was a patch. They were saying that they fixed one of the problems that was causing PS5 to crash. So they acknowledge that the PS5 were crashing on the previous update, on the previous patch notes. And now, today they made the update to fix at least one of the reasons. I think that's what they say. Let me go here on Discord to see what they clearly said. So I'm not talking about what is on my memory, but what is really written. So where did I see? Oh, so the awesome The communication lady is on vacation. She will be on Topside Adventure for 3 weeks, they say. So she's on holidays for 3 weeks. And they say, today we've pushed a hotfix to address a PS5 crash and a duplication glitch. So they push a hotfix to address a PS5 crash. They say it's just a PS5 crash. But I think there are multiple things crashing the PlayStation. At least one of them might have been solved. Duplication glitch, I'm not aware of any duplication glitch going on. I have also not looked into it, so I don't know, but it seems they also fixed it. And Expedition. So the news for today, besides the confirmation that the damage you'll need to do is to Arc Raiders, Arc machines and Arc Raiders, so Raiders and Arc, both of them. They also extended the time window, so you had to do damage during a 5-day time window, and they extended that time window. So now instead of 5 days, you will have from 28th of April until 11th May, so more or less maybe 13 days. 13 days to do it. That means extra 7 days besides the 5 days. You will have an extra 7 days to do damage. For me, it's bad because my main goal for this season was to do the expedition. So I've completed the expedition more or less 3 weeks ago, and I've been just waiting for the next one, and that will be our goal, to do the next expedition in the next season also. In case they keep on giving 5 skill points for the expedition, I will be doing the expedition. When they stop that, I will have to see what will they offer to see if it's worth doing the expedition or not, if the stash pace will still increase or something like that. I'm not sure for how many expeditions you can go until you stop getting stash pace and until you stop getting skill points. But while it lasts, while the expedition gives that, I will keep on doing, and I will make that my main goal, to do it on this streaming account that I have. That's my main goal, doing as much expedition as I can, so I can get as much skill points that they will give, so that when we reach the max, we can then max out our account. That's at least what I'm planning for what has been so far. But so, that delays my goal for 7 days. I will have to wait 7 more days till I can start doing the new expedition, which for me sucks, because I've not been playing this game much, because I don't have other goals to achieve on this. So that means an extra 7 days that I will have to wait until I can start doing the expedition again. Anyway, so more or less 13 days to do the damage, and they say the damage requirements will be as follows: First skill point 5000 damage, second skill point 10,000 damage, third skill point 30,000 damage, fourth skill point 50,000 damage, fifth skill point 100,000 damage. So some people were saying this is a bit might be confusing, because I'm not sure, and some people were saying also not, if it is like 5,000 for the first, 10,000 for the second, and it sums up, meaning that you have to do 5,000 for the first, then you have to do 10, which means that the second skill point will be granted at 15, then you would have to do 30,000 damage on top of that, which would be 45, then 50,000 damage on top to get the fourth, which would be 100, which would be 15, 45, 95,000, and the fifth skill point 100k damage, that would give 195k total damage. I don't think it is that. This is just not very well written. They are Swedish. Most of them are Swedish, so maybe they didn't write it the best way. If they said 5 skill points 100 damage, 4 skill points 50 damage, 50k damage, 3 skill points 30k damage, and so forth, it would be more perceptible, but they are saying it's a skill point, so 5th skill point 100,000 damage. So this is confusing. I'm hoping it's 100,000 damage for all 5 skill points. Not really sure. Read the full block entry for this change here. Might do that. Oh, they come up with another information. Hey Raiders, we've seen your questions about how damage works in this expedition, so here are a couple of quick clarifications. Whether you're playing solo, in a duo, or in a team, all damage counts individually, so make sure everyone gets a chance to deal some damage. The expedition isn't like our trials, so you don't need to extract for your damage to count towards skill points. Alright, they didn't specify if we need 195k or so I'm not really sure. Let me read the full blog to see if they specify this better. Respecting your time commitment was a founding principle of the expedition, so we have made some additional rules to how it works this time around. The expedition window has been extended. You will now be able to fulfill the damage requirement between Thal and Thal. We hope this gives our players enough time to log in and get those 5 extra skill points. It still sucks. It still sucks because you had 2 months to do it, and all of a sudden they say now you have to do this. Alright, it's not 5 days, it's 13 days. It's the same thing. It's not 2 months. You had 2 months to do it. Most of the people have done it, have committed their time to do it, and all of a sudden they are forced, if they want to get the 5 skill points, they are forced to come here and play the game, basically, during that time. If they went on holidays, as I said, if they are sick, if some reason it is exam times and they don't have the chance to do it, to play, they cannot play, they will be my god, I'm missing words. they will be penalized for that. Even if they have completed as I have done, if for some reason between the 28th of April and the 11th of May I'm not able to play for some reason, I will be penalized when I had this completely done and all I had to do was push a button saying, alright, I'm committed. Which should not even be a thing, a time window. It should be if you finish doing everything on the expedition, if you want to submit, you press the button submit and you are good to go. That's what I think it should be, and you don't have to go on a particular date to say that you want to go or not go. It should also give you the possibility to revert the decision. So if, for instance, now I commit myself, I would say I want to go, but like in 5 or 6 days I change my mind, I would come here and would say, no, I thought better and I don't want to go. That's how I think it should work. But timing. The expedition window will open. You will have 13 days to sign up and complete the requirements. On the 11th May at 9 a.m. Central Eastern Europe, I don't know what this says, UTC and PT means. But at least at 9 a.m. you should be prepared to depart, or at 7 or at midnight, I don't know. So everyone will sign up, will depart. Note that completing your caravan does not count as signing up, you still have to sign up during the window. We are also introducing a last call feature, read more below. Last call feature. Expeditions are a personal progression that players complete in order. The caravan can be completed in between expedition windows, but finishing the expedition can only be done during the scheduled expedition window. How to do the expedition? Complete the caravan. Alright, wait for the expedition window. Sign up. In order to get extra skill points, 5 total per expedition, player will need to complete a challenge within the expedition window. Alright, so now they change it. Now you need to complete a challenge during the expedition window. Catch up on missed skill points. For players on their second or third expedition, max 5 per catch-up. So you can claim 5 extra skill points if you haven't done them previously. Run, what's the difference? Use your last gear to leave a mark that will remain long after you're gone. Deal damage challenge instead of stash value for skill points. Instead of gathering stash value and coins, players will now have to deal damage to get all 5 skill points, regardless if it's your first, second or third expedition. All players who have completed their caravan will get the challenge, no need to sign up to see it. You can complete the challenge by dealing damage with any weapon or gadget against any target, except practice range. Players will have the 13-day window days to complete the damage challenge. Damage requirements. One skill point, 5,000 damage, 2 skill point, Second skill point, 10,000 damage, 3 skill point, third skill. Yeah, this seems to be 195. The way they are putting, it seems that you need to do 195k damage total. It's not 100 damage for the 5. At least that's what it seems. But then they say, to put this into perspective, 100,000 damage is approximately equivalent to destroying 20 bastions. We have tested these thresholds internally and found that in a single very good round, 8,000 to 10,000 damage was an achievable number. Catch-up is still tied to stash value, so still 300k coins, but you can only claim the skill points before after completing the damage challenge first. So first of all, you will have to unlock the 5 skill points for this season, and then you can get the extra skill points that you didn't redeem from the previous expeditions, if that's the case. And 300k coins, 300,000 coins. Trials will be available. Why have we made these changes? We know that grinding for monetary value isn't the most exciting experience. Man, but the game is about looting. It's just a bit stupid that they changed this. So now looting doesn't make no sense. Why are you going to loot if you don't need the money? So people will not be looting anymore. I've noticed on Metaforge the price of the keycards they buffed. So the locked rooms that you need a keycard were buffed. The price of the keycards on Metaforge on the marketplace went up. But now it has dropped again, because people don't need to loot anymore. So there's no reason to go to loot. There's no reason to go loot. No. Anyway, by introducing damage-based objectives and trials instead of stash value, we're providing more freedom and variety in how you can complete the expedition, encouraging the use of loot rather than hoarding it throughout the expedition window. Above all, we want expeditions to be fun and not an endless grind. We believe this has created fair engaging rounds that keep everyone active throughout the window. What are the rewards? Cosmetics, Scrappy Turbant, extra 12 spaces, and 5 skill points. For players who have completed the caravan, new feature last call. For players who have completed the caravan but missed signing up during the expedition window, they will still have a chance to sign up during the next login. Players will get a pop-up with the last chance to sign up. The damage requirement is not needed for the use option, although no skill points will be granted. Why would you do the expedition just for the stash? I don't know. And the buffs. Finishing the third expedition will unlock the entire patchwork outfit, and the fourth expedition will introduce the first step of a brand new one. Looking ahead, we will continue gathering data and feedback to make adjustments and improvement to future expeditions. We hear you on rewards, and we are committed to making them more meaningful and reflective of what players actually achieve. We also understand that losing full progression is a concern for many, and we'll be iterating on what gets reset and what carries over into future expeditions. Good luck out there, Raiders. Alright. Reventide Scout Report. What do we got here? What Scout Report. So there's an auto, approach, panorama, hotel, redirect, exterior, pull drive, beachfront, harbor, stacking yard, end of report. Alright, there's also a blog post talking about Reventides, so I think it's the name of the new map. Seems to be called Reventides. Not really sure. Anyway, so that's the situation. It still doesn't explain if it's 100,000 damage for the 5 skill points or if it's 195,000 for the skill points. We'll just have to see if we have to kill 20 bastions or if we have to kill 39 bastions, because they say destroying a bastion is approximately equivalent to dealing 5,000 damage. So that means 39 bastions for 195. I'm not really sure. It seems that they kinda like this confusion that they give to people, and they like to leave always a window open for making some last minute changes. That's what it seems they like. They don't like to fully commit to something until it's too late and there's no other way than committing to it. That's how it seems they are working on this game. But yeah, so that's the news. 100k or 195k damage. We will have to see what it is, because they are not clearly saying if it's one or the other. Maybe somebody said it here on Discord and I just haven't seen it. Maybe somebody asked if it's 100 for all 5 or what it is. Let me see here on the Raider chat. Well, people are complaining about a lot of other stuff. People complaining from Glitch, from Xbox. Well, most of the comments are negative comments on Discord. but I'm not seeing nobody. I'm not seeing nobody talking about the points. 25 wolf packs, 50k damage. Alright. It's 100k for 5 points. One guy said. So nobody is contesting that. Note what I mean, it could be 100k for the 5th point. You can message stuff on scrap email. If you can't do 100k damage in 2 weeks for the expedition, maybe sit this one out cause you just ain't got it, kid. Yeah, people's asking the same thing. The listed is clear and another 100k for 5. Yeah, everybody. I was just answering your questions clearly, I suppose I didn't mean to offend you, but the answer is 100k for all 5 points. Sorry for upsetting you. Yeah, they didn't explain this thing well, and people are just rambling and throwing to each other. Some are saying no, it's not clear. Read it again. It can be interpreted as each skill point requires that amount of damage. That's true. It's not clear. They are failing on their communication skills. Anyway, we'll wait and see. I'm just scrolling. Nobody from the responsibles of the Discord are saying one thing or another. They are just letting people. Some people are saying it's 100k for the 5. Others are saying the 100k is just for the 5th. So you will have to do damage, that much of damage for each one. We'll see. Maybe they, even Embark is not certain what they will do. That's what it is. Anyway, So, what I was planning to do. Also, why is that? Also, why did the game crash? I just crashed. Why is this not coming out from here? Now it is. Fuck's sake. Alright, so this game seems to be getting more bugs. Maybe some other people went on holidays also. And that screws up things. Most certainly, although it seems there's around 300 people in Embark. And they have currently, it seems, 2 games, the finals and this one. Anyway, we got a bug there. So this is not, it only lets me delete. Doesn't let me say I read that. And it keeps on popping the reminder there. Fuck's sake. Anyway. So I was thinking just to check here if there is a smoke grenade blueprint I can buy. We are pretty much ready to go. Oh, I did made some trading offline. We now have 546 seeds. I think I sold a broken guidance system for the 100 seeds, I think it was. What more did I do? I didn't sold the springs. I was planning to sell some springs. I don't remember what I did. I just remember the broken guidance system. We had 3, now we have 2. I don't know what I did to get the other seeds. Did I sell the blueprint? Oh, I sold the medium. I sold the medium gun parts blueprint. I had it here in case somebody needed, but since we are almost at the end, I ended up selling it. The medium gun parts, I sold it for 200 seeds. So yeah, 200 seeds plus 100 from the broken guidance. We had, I think, more or less these seeds. I don't remember trading anything else. Maybe I did. Don't remember. Maybe I tried something else that I don't quite remember what it was. But anyway, I was just going to see if there is some trade we can do. If not, we will end the stream, and I'm going to make a first tryout of Motorfest crew. Tomorrow it's the day that we stream the crew 2. Normally I stream the crew 2 every Wednesday now. It has been a thing for the past 3-4 weeks. So we can do the summit. But I might make a first try of the crew Motorfest after this one. Let me just see what the market has to give to us. Alright, we have 2 messages. Steel Springs. Yeah, you still have stock to trade. 400 for man. Nobody understand what I was saying. God damn it, I write so specifically that it's a stack of 7 springs. Everybody's thinking it's a stack of 15. Anyway, I think I'm going to... Let's see the smoke grenade. Smoke grenade blueprint. 300, the price has not dropped yet. $350, 400, god damn it. I think the problem is a lot of people stop looting, so the blueprints are getting more rare and more dear because people are just not looting for them. Yeah, the price is going up instead of going down. Okay, I think I will just forget about the smoke grenade blueprint. Which is this guy? There's a guy paying 400 seeds for it, and nobody sold it. 200 seeds. Oh god, this smoke grenade. Let me see the steel springs if there's somebody buying it. Steel spring. This guy is selling. Selling. I say selling stacks of 7 steel springs for 100 seeds. Still a guy pops in and says, so 4 stacks of 15 steel springs for 400? Just gonna say, read the description. Really? Nice. $500. It's... Good. Nice. Alright. So that's it. It seems we are not trading today. Now that's what it happens, because if people had the motivation to go loot, then they would find more things, and they would come here and sell it. But now there's no reason to go loot. Why would they go loot? Unless you are looking for a blueprint. Unless you are looking for a blueprint. 100 seeds for shotgun mag. No, I want the shotgun choke. Let's see if somebody's selling the shotgun choke. Shotgun choke 3. 400. 299. One guy is selling it for 100. Yeah. 100. So it seems you might get it for 100. The other day there was this guy selling for 70. I tried to buy it, but I was too late. Oh, 2 days ago, 96. We'll see. I guess that's it. Not much that I want to do. I don't feel like going in a raid. There's no reason for me to do. I wish they kept this high gain antenna through the open window, so that you could get these rewards. Since we have to do damage, it would be a nice thing, because on the second phase and on the third you need assessors something and vaporizers. So vaporizers you get from killing the vaporizer regulator. You get from killing the vaporizer, so it would be a good thing to have this project going on, so that we could get some extra rewards for having to do the damage to the arc. But since they are going to take this on the 27, I don't even care. Maybe, I don't know. Should I finish this just to get the torrent? We don't have really not much use to this except sending these rewards to Golfinha so that she can PvP. That's a torrent with an extended mag, 3 extended barrel, and a padded stock. So that's a weapon with attachments. That's the reward for completing this one. So I don't even think that I will do. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go search some bastions and some probes. Try to get this. I don't know if I'll do it or not. Not really very motivated to do this now. We were buying with the creds. We were buying this acoustic guitar that we could sell every day for 7,000.
Mind grabbing me a fresh cup of coffee while you're there?
Now we cannot, now there's no purpose. We also had already the money needed, so I was doing that until I got 3 million here. I ended up doing 1 million extra, I don't even know how, but I ended up doing 1 million extra. But there's no reason to do that, we have all this done. So I might just do a couple of them to get to 800 and leave it there at 800. After the expedition we will get this. So not much of a reason to do this. Maybe on the time window. What can we get here from Shani? Maybe surge shields, rechargers. Just in case we needed to fight the Ark. It's the only thing that I see me getting from here. The rest is money. If we go to Apollo,
come on in.
We could get some deadlines. This only gives 1000 damage.
How do you like it down here so far?
But we can get Trailblazers.
Pretty nice, but in a colony this big, you're bound to run
it says damage is 20,
don't let
man.
them get to you.
20 damage. This is so stupid. And we can buy some Seeker grenades. Almost 2k each. But yeah. There's not much reason to spend money on this. If you could buy wolf packs, maybe, then it would make sense to do some creds. Then I could come here, make 7k. If 7k would buy a wolf pack, which would not. A wolf pack would be 18k, I think. How much is the deadline?
I'm all ears.
The deadline is 18. Yeah, the wolf pack would be around 18k also. How much is a wolf pack? Normally it's 3 times. Yeah, it's 3 times. So a wolf pack would be 1800 also. If they would sell wolf packs, that would maybe be a reason to grind. Because the deadlines, I'm not really good at using them. Anyway, that's how we are at this game. To be honest, it's not working very well for me. I'm feeling kinda demotivated. Because I set the goal just to do the expedition, and that's just what I waiting for, and what I get in return is I have to do some more work, and I will have to wait an extra 7 days. So yeah, we'll see. Eventually we'll come back and we play. I was trying to talk my teammate Leggy into the game, but he's not much a management guy. Doing management, inventory management and all of that is not something that he likes. He just likes to go into action. And kills, I don't think you would go well with losing material and trying to gather material, all this part of the game that I enjoy. I do enjoy being here and crafting things and managing the inventory. I do enjoy that, but I think my teammate doesn't enjoy that, and that may be one of the reasons why he might not be playing the game. We'll see if he ends up buying it and we play a couple of games and he likes it. But so far we've been grinding Call of Duty, and we'll be doing Call of Duty. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and in maybe 15 minutes or so I will stream my first tryout of the Crew Motorfest. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to catch you all on the next one. Bye bye.